This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. Stakeholders at the Lynden Pinling International Airport, LPIA, today conducted a full-scale emergency response exercise in keeping with local and international aviation regulations that mandate a full-scale emergency response exercise be conducted no less than every 2 years to evaluate the effectiveness of the emergency response plan. The drill scenario began with a call to the Nassau Airport Development Company, so that's NAD's, Operations Center from an air traffic service concerning an aircraft inbound from Rock Sound, Eleuthera, with 60 lives on board. The aircraft was reported to be experiencing engine trouble and would ultimately be involved in a simulated crash landing. NAD's Vice President of Operations, Deborah Colby, says putting LPIA's emergency plan to the test allows all agencies involved to assess their individual level of preparedness to orchestrate a coordinated response to a catastrophe. Samuel Strawn, a senior EMT, took on the role of incident commander following what's known as an incident handoff from the fire chief. Mr. Strawn gave a brief overview of this morning's exercise.
NEMA, along with Airport Authority, NAD, is conducting a skill drill. We have an aircraft that initially would have had a patient with a communicable disease. That patient would have been identified, and the Department of Public Health would have identified and addressed that person. Subsequent to that, aircraft would have experienced some challenges and difficulties. That aircraft would have crashed, landed, and persons would have been injured in that incident. NAD, Airport Authority, and all other relevant stakeholders would have responded, including EMS, and we would have done an MCI of that incident. That incident is now being turned over to ground control. All of the patients would have been addressed, and in short order we would give some official count as to injuries that were addressed and any other number.
Involved agencies included the Bahamas Immigration and the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, whose recruits posed as crew members and passengers, the Bahamas Red Cross, who provided volunteers to act as distraught family members and friends, teams from local emergency response agencies, including the Royal Bahamas Defense Force and Police Forces, Civil Aviation Authority, the Bahamas Air Navigation Services Authority, Air Accident Investigation Authority, the National Emergency Management Agency, National Emergency Medical Services, Airport Authority, Princess Margaret Hospital, Doctors Hospital, the Department of Public Health, Customs, United States Customs and Border Protection, the U.S. Embassy, the British High Commission, and the Nassau Airport Development Company. Bahamas Air served as the host. As for the overall response, Mr. Strawn gave the following overview.
Well, we are human. Nothing is perfect. However, this is the best drill that I've seen taken on so far. At this moment, we ran smoothly. The weather has cooperated with us. However, we are prepared to handle this type of incident given any weather conditions. And I think it's gone very smoothly so far.
And just confirm for us, how many ambulances were here today?
We would have had a total of 7 units, Royal Bahamas Defense Force, National Emergency Medical Services. We would have had Red Cross as well as Bahama would have loaned their ambulance to our venture.
Awesome. And well, obviously you're working very busy at the triage station. Talk about some of the diversity in patients there.
So far we've had the gamut of patients. We have some confirmed deceased.
Bahamas Air, national carrier, again acted as the host airline for the exercise, which lasted approximately 4 hours. However, no air traffic was disturbed while carrying out this drill. We are still awaiting an overall report on today's exercise. Beware of a COVID-19 vaccination information scam, and that's according to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, who advises in a press statement that health officials have been made aware of people receiving WhatsApp calls from a Canadian or US-based number with the area code 450, with the caller claiming to represent the Ministry of Health and subsequently offers money in exchange for personal information. Local officials say this is a scam and members of the public should not provide any of their details to the caller, as this number does not belong to the Ministry of Health. Neither does the ministry offer money for information. Further, the public is being advised to check for information updates on the ministry's official website on their Facebook page, Instagram, or their official Twitter account. Well, last week was Business Week here in the Bahamas, in the capital, and some schools around town held a special assembly to better educate their students on what it means to be in business and what it takes to succeed. One school in particular held a business expo to allow their students to explore their entrepreneurial side. Austin Fernanda has more.
Well, it's Business Week here at the International School of Business, Entrepreneurship and Technology, and the school's director, Miss Misty Turnquest, decided to host a business expo to allow her students an opportunity to show off and practice all of the skills they have learned over the course of the semester. On display at the school's business expo were a wide array of products, ranging from handmade trinkets to baked goods and clothing, and even a specially formulated shoe cleaner created by one student who says purchasing quality shoe cleaning products here in the Bahamas is a bit too expensive, so he created his own product out of his love for sneakers. Overseeing and organizing the showcase was the student's business and entrepreneurship teacher, Miss Alfie Stubbs, who shed some light on how she equipped her students for this expo. For those of you that may be wondering what exactly is the International School of Business, Entrepreneurship and Technology, well, the school's director shed some light on what the newly minted Magnet School is all about. This one-of-a-kind school got its start just a few short months ago, having opened its doors just August of last year. They accept students from grades 4 to 12, and as of right now, plays host to just about 30 students. Reporting for JCN News, I'm Austin Fernando.
Thanks, Austin. And that'll do it, folks, for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Torino Saunders. Thanks for joining us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.